Hi everyone, welcome back to Creatively Crafted Life. My name is Melanie and today I'm sharing you my SCT sampler kit from the month of July and what I ultimately end up making with this. So the theme is A Dream is a Wish Your Heart Makes, and from the SCT scrapbooking cards today we get the acrylic wish, this time in blue. I don't think they've ever done a colored one before. I think they usually just do them in white, so that's kind of fun. You see in front of you all the embellishments that I received in this particular kit. So I received 3 plain white tags, a pocket, and a puffy frame, some puffy stickers, some ephemera pieces, enamel dots, and then also some chipboard. Now, it doesn't say on here that the chipboard, where the chipboard is from, but they look like they are, I can't remember her name now. We had them in a previous kit. I think that's where they're from. If I can remember the name, I'll include it here. And I think everything else though is from the Pink Fresh Studio Happy Blooms collection. And I'm not sure where the tags came from because it doesn't specify that either. And they are just plain tags, so I'm thinking it's not Pink Fresh, but you never know. Okay, so now let's move on to the other items in the kit. So we received a 4x4 storage pocket from scrapbook.com. These are like a thick plastic, and the idea behind it, of course, that you can put your stamps or your dies in here. You could even put ephemera pieces and stuff. I've done that before. If you are familiar with Sizzix sleeves, like Tim Holtz Sizzix sleeves, it's exactly the same kind of material. There is a couple slots on the end that you can slide the tab through to secure it. We also received a stamp set from the Stamp Market. It is called Sunflower Bliss. It is an exclusive 3x4 stamp set, so I'm guessing that means you cannot get it anywhere else. But if you like the style, Stamp Market would be who you would want to check out. Okay, also from Stamp Market we received some of their cardstock. So we received 6x6 pieces of paper. Now, whether these are originally 6x6, I'm not sure. Normally what happens is they take a 12x12 piece of paper and cut it into quarters. But I'm looking at the scale of these, I'm thinking these might be legitimately 6x6, but just so you know, we've got this rainbow chevron. The back side is a pink gingham. We've got a daisy floral. It's kind of fun that the centers are all different colors. The back side of that is a diamond pattern. Now these do have a slight sheen to them. They're not heavily gloss, but there is definitely a sheen to them. They're decent thickness. Not as thick as Pink Fresh, but they're decent thickness. There's another grid pattern on the diagonal in an orange, and the other side has words in a rainbow. Yeah, see, I'm thinking this is a 6x6. I don't think this is a quarter, just the way this is cut out. We've got a black dot. The other side is that grid diagonal pattern, but this time with yellow on white. We've got a, what do they call this? Is this a Kelly green? Kind of loose floral. And then the other side are plus or crosses or X's. Depends on how you look at it, on this really pretty blue. And then a loose grid and a coral color, and then some tiny florals. Really pretty. I've actually never purchased anything from the Stamp Market before, but the paper is really quite nice. I may have to check them out. Not that I need any more paper. That's for sure not. Okay, so then the next ones are from Pink Fresh. Like I said before, they are from the Happy Bloom collection. I love Pink Fresh. They're one of my most favorite manufacturers. So I'm always excited to get stuff from them. So there is this floral. It's kind of got a retro feel to it, you know, like 1970s. Is that right? Did I get the right area? Back side is a green on aqua check. This is super cute. They're little stamps, and yeah, they're little stamps. So these would be really great to trim out for embellishments. And then the other side is this like periwinkle blue, almost purple, kind of daisy pattern. Another pretty floral. And this cardstock is a good thickness. And then a plaid, tone-on-tone plaid, a pink floral, a very loose grid, small floral, words. These would also be really easy to trim out and use as embellishments. Pink Fresh is known for their geometric patterns. Some people like it, like me. Other people not so much. I think they're kind of cool and interesting. So this is a yellow geometric, and then on the back side is this really pretty white daisy on a blue background. So that is what I received in my kit. Just if you're not familiar, this is a sampling kit, so the idea is that you get a sampling of supplies and that not everybody receives exactly the same things. Just to kind of remind people how this works, for instance, this would be from a much larger sheet and I only got a section of it. So there would be, you can see it's clearly been cut out. So other people would have received other items from the puffy frame sheet that I didn't receive. But it's kind of fun. It's fun to get stuff from different collections. It's not that expensive. I think it runs about 12 or 13 US dollars, depending on how long you subscribe for, I believe. And I can usually make quite a few layouts and quite a few cards from it with minimal intervention from my stash. It just depends. But like anything with a kit, you may get some stuff that you like and some stuff that you don't, but I like the challenge. I like having stuff that pushes me outside my comfort zone, and every now and then we get stuff that you absolutely love. So enough jabbing, let me go and make something with these. So I'm all finished playing with the kit, and these are all the scraps that I have left, and all of these are just going to go into recycling. I'm not going to save them at all. In order to make this project, I also pulled in 2 6x8 sheets from Paige Evans Bloom, and I have some scraps left from that, and I have some pink cardstock that I also used. So what did I make? I made a little tag album featuring all different botanical gardens that I've been to in the last probably 10 plus years, maybe even closer to 20 plus years, I guess. And I got the inspiration from the blank tags and some of the floral images in the Pink Fresh collection, so I thought, why not make a little mini album? So I also pulled from my stash different ribbons to make this tassel that I attached to the ring, and I included this cactus because I've gone to some desert botanical gardens and just thought that was kind of appropriate. For the front cover, I just used some chipboard from paper pads. I always keep the front and back covers, and I just trimmed that down and then covered it in the pink cardstock and then layered on the frame. And then this was an ephemera piece. It said memories together, and so I just cut off the together and just had memories, and then I used some stickers from my stash for garden. Here's where I used the Paige Evans papers on the front and back, and then some scraps throughout. This was a pocket that I sealed shut and then opened on the side, and I also included a Project Life card that I had in my stash with some journaling, and then I just added some scraps as a little tab to know that that's supposed to be pulled out. I'm very proud of myself. I actually managed to use the acrylic piece, and I just found a quote about gardening that kind of fit with the idea of a wish. And then the rest of the tags are pretty simple. I used 2 different sizes, this larger one and the smaller one. These were Sizzix die from Tim Holtz. And I basically, for the most part, let the paper do the talking. And as I mentioned before, I took that paper that had all the stamps and used those as ephemera pieces. I also robbed my stash of any butterflies that I could find. These were ones that I picked up, I think, at Hobby Lobby. This was included in the kit, this butterfly. A little scrap piece of paper and a stamp. Same with that. The enamel dots were included in the kit. Here I pulled out some punches to embellish this tag. This is the other side of that Memories Together tag, so if you were to flip this over it would say together, so I just used the back side. This was trimmed out of one of the pattern papers, and then a puffy sticker. I did write the location of the gardens and the year that the photo was taken, just for my own reference. These were dollar store butterflies that have a little pearl in there, so I did pull some pearls in as well to tie in some of the other embellishments. This one here, this is so cute. I managed to capture a hummingbird feeding, and so I thought the bird house was appropriate for that picture. So like I said, just very simple little tags, but it's kind of cool to see all these different botanical gardens that I've been to throughout the years, and some of my favorite photos from them. Some of them, like this one, the paper's so very busy already, I just left it pretty simple. I think I mentioned everything now that I pulled. Oh, this was a Project Life card as well. These were just punches. This was an old Stampin' Up! Punch, and then I just added those pearls like I mentioned earlier. I had a picture of some oranges, and I thought that would work well with this stamp that had the lemon and the strawberry. Also from my stash, butterflies. Basically, I think I robbed all the butterflies I have in my stash to finish this project. Now the only thing that I probably would do different next time is not add so much dimension. The tags get stuck on each other. This stamp had a butterfly on it, and this picture here has a butterfly as well. I don't know if you could see that. So again, just playing off the image. Just about finished. Basically had the entire rainbow colors represented in this book, and so when I pulled ribbons from my stash, I tried to get a full complement where possible. And that is the end of my book. So that is my little mini album featuring the SCT sampler kit for the month of July. I hope you are inspired to maybe make a little album of something that you enjoy. And until next time, happy crafting.